I'm Josh Pardee with Cannafo.com, and I'm going to go over how a breeder would be able to put in strain information into our system on Cannafo.com and how easy it is. So we've built this nice little control panel here where they can log in and they can enter in all the data. Everything is a predefined option of choices, so that everything is simple for them to enter, other than the name itself in case they're putting in a brand new strain. But so we can go ahead and put in like a strain name. Let's say my name's Josh, so we'll go like Josh Try, I don't know, why not, right? And we'll give it a description. This is the best strain in the world, right? If we're gonna go there, we're gonna go there. In the world. Okay. And then we have our pre-selected category. Of course, we have a hybrid indica sativa. This part's obviously pretty simple, but then we start to get pretty interesting. So like the parents, so it's going to have a pre-selected amount of strains that come from our strain database so that you can link everything together. Because that's the idea here, is that our platform works very well and has many different ways that everything connects together. So we just want to make sure that when you're entering data on a strain, that every dot is going to connect. The consumer can find seeds, they can check availability, click on parents, and it goes to those strains, etc. So it's a data control thing here. But so we can go ahead and we can search for our parents. Let's say maybe I want my parents going to be an OG Kush, and let's say maybe a Rainbow Kush, or Rainbow Haze, how about that? So I've linked those two strains from the database to be the parents of this strain. Then it gets even more fun. So we can do the same thing with lineage. Let's maybe say that we get this from the United States because it was from my basement, but my buddy from Afghanistan sent me the seed or whatever, right? Then we begin to set moods. So maybe it makes us creative, it makes us dizzy, let's say euphoric. But more importantly, how creative is that strain going to make me feel? How dizzy is that strain going to make me feel? So you go ahead and you click the set icon, and it's going to bring up a little pop-up that's going to let me set the percentage type of this particular mood. So maybe it only makes me a little bit creative. It doesn't make you too dizzy, although it does a little bit, but this strain really makes me euphoric. So now we've set that data, because when looking at this strain from the consumer side, they're going to get graphs that show them how this strain makes them feel, what it helps with, and gives that percentage from 0 to 100 so they can understand how well or how less, if it's maybe a negative side effect, dry mouth. You're not looking for a whole bunch, but anyways, as we continue forward, you get to set symptoms. So maybe this helps with eye pressure, fatigue, maybe some cramps. Same thing, we're going to set the properties of how much those help. I'm just going to pick some random numbers for now for ease of time. We can set our negative effects. Maybe we had mentioned that this makes you a little bit dizzy, maybe a little dry mouth. We can set those. Okay, and then we can begin to set the conditions that the strain will help with. So maybe some arthritis, maybe some cancer, right? Flavors that the strain comes in. So we can say this comes in a berry flavor. It's a very cheesy apple type. We can set the grow difficulty. This is a moderate to grow. It's best in hydroponic, has 60 flowering days. It's best in maybe, let's say, mid-October. It's a tall plant. It has a very high yield, and its best environment is indoor. And then we can even go a step further, and maybe we've grown this plant before. Hopefully, if we know all this information, we probably have grown it before. And we can leave some grow notes for the next grower. Maybe, trichomes start to brown a little early, so we can let them know. And then you can actually set a default photo for it, so I'll go ahead and do that really quick too. I know this is AK-47, but it's just a strain photo I can use. I'll go ahead and click save. And then we can actually go and take a look at this strain and how we've decided to showcase our brand new strain. So here's Josh Try, there's my photo. We can find seeds because I'm maybe a seed company that added this data, maybe find it at a dispensary, and then we begin to see all the information that we've set from its parents, symptoms, so on and so forth. But as you can see, it only takes a couple of minutes for a breeder to enter some information, and the end result ends up being a very beautiful strain page that is completely set and ready for the consumer to use.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome.